Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Natasha. It's Friday. I know a lot of you probably are looking forward to Friday every single week. And this weekend is Father's Day, so hopefully you guys have already gotten your fathers and your husbands and your dads their Father's Day presents. I am, again, Natasha. If you're new to my channel, it's a fairly new channel, so I appreciate it. Hopefully you will like or subscribe before you leave. I am a reseller. I have been reselling on places like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, several other places for over 5 years now. My main place that I resell is on Poshmark. I will leave a link to my closet down below. My closet name is at Mother Spears 30. If you haven't seen my previous YouTube videos, we just recently moved here to Arizona from Colorado. I lived there all of my life, and so has my husband. 39 years. I turned 40 when we moved here, and that has been a big change, not only because of the weather, but also my entire family lived there. So did my husband, my parents, everyone, and we know nobody here. It's just basically my husband and I, and Taylor, which is our youngest son. He lives here. He'll be going to starting community college. He just graduated from high school just a couple weeks ago. And then our oldest son, Cody, he is actually just turned 20 in May. He will be beginning his junior year at a college there in Colorado as well. Both Cody and Taylor have been visiting family in Colorado almost 3 weeks, which is the longest I have been away from Taylor ever in my life or his, which has been a crazy thing to do. And so it's been also crazy. It's just been me and my husband for the past couple of weeks, which is something I guess we should start getting used to anyway, since it's just going to be another new chapter in our lives. The further along we go in this new chapter of our lives, of having both of our children graduated from high school, both being in college, and so there will be more and more time where it's just going to be me and my husband. We've been together since 1996, and then, becoming parents, it's always been juggling children, and it's always been about them, and then after them it's been about us, and then also me having multiple sclerosis. It's always been about more and more things than just me and him and our relationship. That's just how life is. So we're just gonna have to figure things out again, and how it was when we were just dating, which is kind of exciting, figuring it all out again and be like, oh, hello, how are you? It's nice, funny seeing you again. But it's been interesting, fun, exciting. So I just thought I would just chat. I did a video last Friday about Kesimpta, which is the new medication that I just started taking. I had talked about this part in my last video. I'll link it above. That I had been taking Tysabri almost the entire duration of me being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I had stated that I had been on Rebif, Copaxone, and all of that. Those are all the main medications that were available to me when I was first diagnosed, which was 12 plus years ago, which I'm sure There probably are other ones that are given as options when you're first diagnosed these days. I'm not sure. But when you're on Tysabri, which is a monthly medication that you go into the office and you have a IV medication over an extended period of time, which worked for me when you have a progressive relapsing MS, which is what I have. And every 6 months you have to have have blood drawn to make sure that you don't have, it's called JC virus, to make sure that you don't have the markers for that. And again, like I had said in my previous video, up until moving here, I had always tested negative. But upon moving here, getting all of my blood work done, everything, so that I could start back on medication with my new doctor, I had tested positive for the markers for that, so I could no longer get or be on. I guess I could have chosen to still stay on that medicine, but between me and my neurologist, I decided that I did not want to take the chance of continuing to be on that medication, because you're like high risk, and I don't want to take the chance for that. So Kesimpta, after reading the research and everything, that's the one that I chose to go on. And that is you have to do blood work, and there's markers that the doctor is looking for when you do your blood work to make sure that everything is okay. The doctor will go over all of that with you. I think there were four different ones that she was making sure that I was clear for in order to qualify to take Kesimpta. And also Kesimpta is so new that you can be in the Kesimpta program, that they actually will, whatever your insurance doesn't take care of, they will actually, I have an $18,000 like a Kesimpta card, savings card, that is good for this year. And I think that takes care of like my co-pays or whatever, again, that my insurance won't take care of. And you just have to allow a Kesimpta representative to call you on a monthly basis to just check the status of how you're feeling, to make sure that you're taking your medicine correctly, that you haven't missed a dose of medication. So there is a program available, and it doesn't have anything to do with your income. Those questions aren't even asked. I just think that they need the actual the knowledge and the clinic and the actual patients in order to get the proper. I know I'm probably not saying the right word. The stats in order to have over an extended period of time to make sure that they keep track of everything. So, but I haven't noticed anything. I just feel good on it, which is good. And again, you give yourself the injection. It's a self-injecting medication. And you can give it in your arm or your stomach. And you give it, when you first get it, you give it to yourself the first week, second week, third week. The fourth week, you do not give it to yourself. And then from there on out, you would give it the first week of every month. That's how that works. I am doing low carb. Like I had said in one of my previous videos, I haven't been keeping track on the scale. I've just been keeping track with my clothing, and I feel like they're fitting a little bit looser. My husband and I are giving ourselves one cheat meal a weekend, which is usually Saturday lunch. And again, we are new here to Phoenix, so if anybody knows about the Phoenix area, and if there is any places that you could recommend that we try, if you could just leave a comment down below, that would be great. Because we're going off of Yelp reviews. There's been a couple of places that we've tried that said that it was like 5 stars that we really didn't care for that much. So that would be awesome if you could give us some recommendations. Even if it's even a breakfast place, we could do that for instead of maybe a lunch. But we don't really want to do dinner. We want to do it for lunch so that it has plenty of hours to so we can get rid of it, work out and stuff. Like all the calories can be burnt off. So that would be great. I don't know if there may be some people that are watching that are like just newly diagnosed with MS or have questions about it. I would love if you could leave a comment, your question, so I can review it and try to answer it next Friday. I don't have a lot of friends that have MS or people to talk to that have MS. I would love to have like a group so we can just chat about the things that you may be experiencing, or questions of if you were the only person that has MS that may be experiencing the things that you're experiencing. It would just be fun to chat with other people, because I'm sure that you are not the only one that experiences the things that you're experiencing, but it would just be nice to have that validation that you are not, because it's can be a lonely space to be in for sure when you either first are diagnosed with MS. I know that sometimes your family or even a spouse may not know the exact way to console you or help you in certain situations with your disease, or not just multiple sclerosis, but any type of disease. And sometimes you may just be in a space with your disease, or you may just be having a day, and anything they say may not be the correct thing to say, just because of the day that you may be having, the things that you may be feeling. And so it may just be nice to have somebody who may be feeling those things that may not be that day but have in the past, that may be able to help you out with that. I know depression is a big thing with MS, and I could tell you from experience that laying around and doing nothing with MS or not with MS, with depression in general, is never a good thing, because the thoughts and things just never go away. Their thoughts and voices, and they just keep getting louder and louder. But with MS, physically, it's not good just to lay around and do nothing, because you have the thoughts and the things just screaming in your brain, but also your body's now screaming at you because your body hurts. But your body's hurting. Your body hurts all the time anyway, in some shape, form, or fashion, because it's either numb, or it's tingling, or it's vibrating, or your feet are on fire. But then you're laying around because those things are bothering you and hurting, and you're depressed because those things are hurting or bothering you, or you just want to cry. But it's even worse now because you're laying around because you're depressed about all of those things. So I know it's all becomes a lot, but you have to be your own cheerleader and you just have to fight for yourself, and you just have to find things that you that bring you joy, and or may inspire you, or something that you want to do. Or like me, I always wanted to make a book, write a book, and so that was something that I needed to do, and started to do last year. And that was something, one thing that I followed through in doing. Poshmark or YouTube, I do it because I want to do it, but mostly because I need to do it. I have to have something to look forward to, something that makes me get up and move. I can't physically do regular workouts because my body doesn't function like that. Within 10 minutes, my legs would just be shaking. That's not how my body would have normally functioned maybe 10 years ago. I would have been able to done long distance running. I know that's how my body normally would have functioned. That's how I would like my body to function now. But that's just not the way that it is. So I have to find other ways to try to get my body to move. So I made sure that we purchased a house with a swimming pool. I'm just trying. I just have to figure out different ways to make sure that my body moves all the time. Just make sure that you're getting up, moving, functioning. Figure out different ways to make yourself happy. And I think I mentioned that on a video probably last year. It isn't anybody else's job, except for yours, to make yourself happy. It can't be, and it's not anybody else's job. And it's not your job to make anybody else happy. Just remember that. That's too big of a job, especially when you're fighting to make your body calm down, make your body not be in pain. We're just trying to make our body function in a correct way that isn't embarrassing to yourself or to anybody else some days. And a lot of the things that we have to deal with our bodies, a lot of the days, we just keep to ourselves because it's sometimes physically not possible for you to let others know exactly what your body's doing, because if they are not being able to feel what your body's doing, then there's really no way to explain it to them for them to really understand it, or they wouldn't believe it anyways. I hope that makes sense. But mostly, if you didn't understand my rambling, which probably you didn't, just get up and move. Be happy. Breathe. And just be grateful for the life that you have. You were made the way that you are for a reason, even though sometimes we wonder what that reason specifically was. And just be okay with it. It's taken me a long time to be okay with it. It's really frustrating, but I think that's it. If you have any questions about medications, let me know in the comments below. I don't take any pain medications because my body just doesn't accept them. They just It just doesn't. When I swim is the only time that my body is not in any pain, unfortunately. I take a lot of vitamins. So just let me know if you have any questions about multiple sclerosis. Again, I was diagnosed November 10th of 2007, and it's been a definite roller coaster. I will tag some of my videos up here at the top. I just got back into making videos since we moved back here to Arizona, just in the past couple of weeks, since we've gotten kind of in a regular routine here at the house since we've got things unpacked. I hadn't made any since the end of last year in Colorado, so they'll get better and better. I'm just getting used to talking on camera. I'm not that great at it, but I just thought I would like to just get some other people's views on MS, and I would like to know their stories and how they're dealing with new medications. I would like to know how people with MS deal with the heat. I just keep seeing a fly. MS deal with the heat and what they do, because me being new to the Arizona heat, because I'm usually obviously in Colorado, and it doesn't get nearly this hot there, which is like some comments on how you guys stay cool other than the air conditioning in where you're from. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Try to stay cool, because I know it's hot in a lot of areas, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll talk soon, and hopefully you guys will catch my videos. They're actually coming out on Saturday. Tomorrow is my salvage bulk box unboxing, and then the second one of that will come out on next Wednesday, I believe. But also, I released a video yesterday of my men's 25-pound rescue box. It was awesome. I got some really great stuff in there. You guys should go watch that. But I believe on Sunday I'm going to do maybe a what sold video. Maybe I'll do that on Monday. Give it a couple more days. But I've already sold quite a few pieces out of my thread up box. So keep an eye out for that. Look out for that. Sorry guys. Alright, you guys have a good weekend.